so nice to meet you, of course.
You too.
As the expert in this room anyway, what are the top 3 tips on being a great monster, do you think?
Number 1, above all, scariness. You have got to be really, really scary. You know, that is either a talent you have, you're either born with it, or you can learn it. But that, I would say, is the number 1 thing. And
in this film, obviously, you're quite an amazing disciplinarian. Did that come naturally to you, or did you have to dig deep?
I'm not a disciplinarian at all. I was useless teacher. I trained as a teacher. I'd spent 3 years in Teachers Training College, yes. I got my teacher's certificate and immediately went off and became an actress. Because I was useless. I was so useless at discipline. Discipline was the one thing I couldn't do. Just complete chaos in my classes. I couldn't, you know, I was only just out of school myself. I couldn't see any particular reason for telling people to sit down and be quiet. So it was like total chaos.
And speaking of education, what were you like in school? Were you the kind of goody two-shoes, or were you like the head of the cool kids?
I wasn't, I mean, I was quite good, but then it was a different era, you know. I certainly wasn't, you know, a mad rebel, you know, noisy sort of, you know. I'm so disappointed in myself that I never got expelled. I think it's a blot on my history never to have been expelled. Because, you know, all the really cool people I know will say, oh yeah, I was expelled like 5 times. You know, I was never expelled. I was always too good to be expelled.
And obviously this film is all about sort of like the basis of fear and being scared. What is the most scared you've ever been? And also, how would you scare someone?
You know, I'm very often, I used to be, not so much now, going to parties terrified me. Yes, yeah, having to deal with talking to people, you know. It's so scary, ridiculous. Why are you scared of this? It's stupid. Funnily enough, actually, my headmistress of my convent school, she was called Dame Mother Mary Mildred, and she was to me like Dean Hardscrabble. She said the most wonderful thing to me, which I didn't only realise many years later. She said, "Don't be afraid. Don't allow yourself to be afraid." She said, you know, the one thing you should be afraid of is fear itself.